Hey everybody, making a second attempt at this video. Tried to do it earlier. I was driving over in Kentucky on a back road. It's cutting in and out. Now I'm home. Anyway, was thinking about this last night. Decided I need to go live and talk about it. And that's data caps. Now, way back when the internet was first out and it was dial-up, I'm not for sure, but I believe you could buy so many minutes a month of internet. Now, like my mom had unlimited. When I got it at my grandparents' house, we had unlimited. But I think they had cheaper packages that were per minute. Anyway, most of the time the internet's been out, it's you could buy unlimited packages. To where you could do whatever you wanted. You could run Netflix, 24/7, be downloading music 24/7, no matter what you want, just tearing it up, And the same with cell phones. Like used to, you could get like unlimited everything for $40 a month, and I used to have unlimited everything on Verizon, but I kind of ungrandfathered myself whenever they switched things, because I was grandfathered in to my new contract. But that's a whole other story on how I unknowingly screwed myself out of that. Anyway, what was I going to say? So anyway, after time, they started putting caps on the data and limiting the use on everything. And it's a bunch of BS. And it's like a drug dealer, It's like, hey, kid, try some weed, And they give you your first couple shots for free, and then it's like, whoa, now you gotta pay, Or, it's like going somewhere that gives you all the free beer. Oh, you're in the band, you get free beer. Yeah, free beer. Okay, hey, you gotta start paying for the beer now toward the, And I've had that happen to me at shows I've played, and I'm supposed to get all the free booze I want, and all of a sudden, okay, now you got to start paying. Well, I'm sure it's because I drank so damn much. But, and it's just ridiculous. Like, there was there was unlimited internet on all these plans and all these companies before. What changed where they had to take it away? I'll tell you why. Because they're greedy. They're morally bankrupt. They're greedy, and they're doing it to make you money. They get you hooked on the internet, and now, oh man, I gotta have at least this many gigs because I play this much games or I watch this much movies. And it's pretty wild because whenever you see, there for a while I didn't have home internet. I tethered my phone to my computer, and one time I asked how much data I used a month. And this is when I had Verizon. They said, well, it's looking like, oh my God, you use 90 gigs of data a month. What are you doing? How are you using this much of our data? And I said, well, I literally leave Netflix streaming on the weekend. Like, I stream can't even talk. I stream Netflix for an average of 8 hours a day because I leave it on when I'm sleeping. And they're like, wow. And I said, I download stuff all the time. I was uploading music, doing all kinds of stuff. So, and then, so after I de-grandfathered myself out of that contract, I went to Sprint because they're the only one that had true unlimited. You'll see all this, unlimited internet, unlimited data, all this shit. But if you ever look in the fine print, there's this fine print that says up to 2 gigs a month. 2 gigs won't last me one day. Literally, I'll blow through 5 gigs of data in 2 days. Like, that's all it takes. So anyway, in Sprint, whenever I got my Sprint, and I was like, can you hotspot your phone? Oh yeah, you can do that. Well, I went home, set it all up. No, you couldn't. I called the number. The person at the store was wrong. You couldn't. So I had to root my phone, which is the Android version of jailbreaking. So then once again, I had my home internet for the price of just the phone bill. The phone bill was like $100 a month though, so it kind of really wasn't that great of a deal. But at least I had unlimited internet wherever I went. Plus I could, hotspot it at home, and I set it up to where they couldn't detect that I was doing it. But anyway, like I said, it's a big tease because, for years upon years, there was no data cap on internet. Now there is, and if you're like me, you got to have a pretty, high amount of gigs every month. And I'm on an unlimited plan now at home. The crappy thing is it's got slow upload speed, so it takes forever for me to upload, music and movies. And like I said in the description, I liken it to a one-plate buffet. I'm trying to think how I had that worked in my mind, how it worked, but now I've kind of lost it. So let me, maybe I'll just switch this to complaints about one-plate buffets. Now, you're like, what's a one-plate buffet? That's a buffet where you get to take your plate up to the buffet once. You get one plate of food. That's it. You know, one shot, one kill. You know, there's no practices. There's no. It's like life. You know, it's not a read-through. I mean, you gotta make it count when you get up there. Now, there's one place around here, Wooded Hills. They do this lunch buffet, and they're one of those restaurants that like try to be all nice and crap, but they're only nice by Harrisburg, Illinois standards, which ain't saying much. And it's okay. Food's not bad, and you get an okay amount for what you pay from the different entrees I've had. Anyway, but they got a lunch buffet. Yeah, I've never tried it, but I asked about it, and I asked the waitress, said, "Hey, you know, if you get this lunch buffet, is it all you can eat, or you just get to take the plate up there once?" Because I've got the salad bar. You usually swap out fries or whatever the nasty side is for the salad bar, and you only get one trip. Now, I understand that because it's a side, but one time I just won the salad bar. It was $6.99. You got one trip, and I was like, you know, forget it. I actually left and went somewhere else. Okay, so I asked them, I said, on the lunch buffet, is it all you can eat, or is it one trip up there? And they said, yeah, I think you just get the one plate. What the hell? You know, I mean, if I did that, and I'm still thinking about doing it because I want to piss them off. I want to show them how much food I can pile on a plate, because when it comes to stuff like that, I don't like my food touching, but when it comes to something like that, I'll do it. I mean, I will have a mountain that high on that plate. Oh, I remember kind of my point now. So that's kind of like with the data cap, you know? I mean, it's just a bunch of bullshit. If you pay for internet, you should be able to use whatever you want, like it used to be. But no, you know, you get 5 gigs on your phone. That's your one plate. The internet's the buffet, and that 5 gigs is your one plate. And you got to stack it the best you can. And it's just, things need to be like it used to be. I've also noticed, this is off subject, but a lack of quality when it comes to the information on the internet. I remember back in the 90s, and all I did was read stuff about bands and the Goonies, pretty much. Like, I mean, and I'd look in depth. There's a lot of stuff on Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. There was a lot of information out there then, and pictures and stuff that you can't really find now. There's a lot of fan sites. You don't see that as much, and fan sites are good because these are the people that like clip shit out of magazines and you know, obsessively hoarded stuff of these bands and movies they liked, and they print pictures and retype articles, and people don't do that as much anymore. So the quality of information that's out on the internet right now, to me, at least when it comes to the entertainment world, it's went downhill pretty bad. Anyway, that's my rant about data caps. They need to knock it off. They need to make it unlimited again. But at this point, they're not going to, because they're making a killing. They're making a killing. This was probably the plan all along. I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I mean, you know, hey, let's give these guys unlimited internet for years and years, and they get addicted to their online movies, their online games, their online this, their online that, their emails, their social networks, and boom! You know, if you notice, that happened about the time that social networking got big. You know, everyone's addicted to MySpace and Twitter and Facebook. I mean, I don't check my Facebook as much as I did there for a while. But Facebook's like everyone's go-to. I'm bored. What am I going to do? We'll go to Facebook. And it's always the same shit. People ranting about politics, talking about what they had to eat, and, you know, people talking about they're sick and God's going to heal them if you give them so many likes or share the post. And but people's hooked on this stuff. And now the internet people know this, and so they're capping that data, you know. Oh no, I've ran up my 5 gigs. I can't share this post. These people's gonna die. They're sick. God's not gonna heal them if I don't share this post. We gotta hurry up and get back to Walmart and buy another $15 card to make sure these people survive whatever their illness is. Or, oh my God, I'm gonna miss the latest Donald Trump rant. We better go and buy some more data, you know. So anyway, forget it. I pay for home internet and phone internet, and kind of have to. But overall, it was cheaper now than it was that one phone bill that I had with Sprint. Come to think of it, I don't know. I'm going to shut up now. I've just rumbled and blabbed on and on about it. But anyway, go ahead. If you're just now tuned in, check out the rest of the video. So screw one plate buffets and screw data caps. I want all I can eat of both food and the internet.